Welcome to CS621A. I'm John De Niro, and I wanted to tell you about the two different section formats for the semester. Section is the part of the course that isn't lecture. And the reason that there are two different types of section formats this semester is because different students learn in different ways and have different preferences. However, we do not individually tailor the course to every student. Instead, we offer two options, and we need you to pick in advance. It is possible to switch sections after the course begins, but it's awfully simple if you just pick one now and stick with it. So I'm here to explain the difference between the two formats. The first is called regular section. It meets twice per week, 80 minutes of lab and 80 minutes of discussion. Lab is in a room full of computers, discussion is in a room full of paper. A typical regular section has about 35 students in it, and you work in small groups or in pairs to solve problems and practice the course material. This semester, attendance in regular lab is required. There's a programming-based lab assignment, and you show up to your lab section and work on it. You get 1 point for showing up and 1 point for completing the assignment, which you will normally do during the lab period. If you finish the lab assignment early, you can get checked off and leave early. The other part is the discussion worksheet, which is a collection of problems that you work through in small groups during the 80-minute weekly discussion section. In a regular discussion, attendance is required, and all you have to do is show up to get credit. The scoring system is pretty flexible. You can skip 2 labs and 2 discussions and still get a perfect score. And if you need to miss more than 2, you would talk to your GSI. The alternative is new this semester, and it's called Mega Section. If you choose the Mega Section, the lab assignment is something that you complete on your own. But we do have dedicated drop-in help hours where you can come get help if you get stuck. And then for the weekly discussion worksheet, we'll have a large format lecture-style meeting for mega discussion that walks through the same discussion worksheet that everybody else is doing in regular discussion. We're also going to produce videos that walk through the discussion worksheet, so if you'd like to just watch that on your own time so that you can pause and think, that's totally fine too. In mega discussion, attendance is optional, but you do need to keep up with the course. So you either attend in person or fill out a short quiz that should be straightforward if you're keeping up with the course. The point of that quiz is to make sure that you don't fall behind and that you've at least familiarized yourself with the material that's on the discussion worksheet for that week. Again, the scoring system is pretty flexible. You can skip 2 labs and 2 discussions and still get a perfect score. So to summarize, everybody does a weekly lab assignment. In a regular lab, you get 1 point for showing up, 1 point for finishing the assignment. So you're guaranteed at least half credit just by showing up. In the mega section, you have to do the lab assignment, you get 2 points for it. Everyone should learn the discussion worksheet contents. In regular discussion, you do that by showing up and working in small groups to solve the problem with staff there in the room to help you out. In the mega section, we'll have once a week a lecture going over the discussion worksheet. We'll also make a video. And if you don't attend the lecture, then you can just fill out a quiz to show that you've paid attention to what's going on in the discussion worksheet. Either way, I expect most students to get a perfect score in lab and discussion. You're really just choosing whether you're going to get that perfect score by showing up or by working through the material on your own time. So which is better? Well, the idea here is that they're both great. They're just great for different people. For students who are committed to showing up regularly and want to work with their fellow students in small groups to solve problems, always with core staff in the room to help them out, this is a great way to learn computer science, and you should do that. For students that would prefer to solve problems on their own time and come in to drop in help when they need it, Mega section might be perfect for you. If you're a first-year student, I recommend coming to regular section so that you can get used to working in small groups with other people from Berkeley. If you're feeling nervous about this course and not sure whether you'll be able to keep up, I recommend regular section so that you're sure that you're going to show up regularly each week and you have a dedicated GSI who's going to help make sure that you're keeping up with the course. But this choice is up to you, and you pick which one you want when you sign up for section. So I hope that among these two options you heard about one that you like, and welcome to the course.